our audience is not construction based. They probably don't know what you're talking about when you say like a project, So a typical construction, let's say, I'll kind of build a scenario and you correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy. So construction crew out there, company, relatively large, let's say that's 50 million annually. They want to build a retaining wall for some commercial building, right? So they already have the contract. Now, where does Takeoff Monkey come into play?
So we actually come into play before they get the contract. So
Okay.
the win rate for commercial contractors on average is about 15%. So these guys have to crank out a lot of bids just to maintain their status quo.
Okay.
So they'll come to us with the drawings. They usually have about 2 weeks to turn in a bid. They flip the drawings over to us. We tell them, all right, for this wall, you need X tons of stone, linear feet of this type of wall, that type of wall. And we deliver that in a marked up PDF. Everything's color coded, labeled very neatly. And then the data. So it's a parts list, essentially.
Right.
And that comes in whatever format the customer needs.
Okay, I get it now. That makes sense. Okay, so if the construction team wants to build a retaining wall, they ask you, like, hey, Tommy, or Takeoff Monkey in this case, I need to build a retaining wall. Tell me all the materials, the number down to the detailed quantity, how much it's going to cost me to put this wall together. They use that information to submit the bid, let's say it's to the city or the municipality, in order to win that. And then it increases their chances of winning because now they've done the research, leveraging your capability.
Correct. And so what we do is dangerous if we're wrong and they include 100 tons of stone, but they really need 1,000. That would obviously be problematic.
Right.
And so a huge amount of trust our customers place in us to get it right, and we do.
Ah, that's so cool. So what kind of like certifications allow you to do this as well?
Construction is a pretty unregulated industry.
What?
So we're going off of our reputation and just our relationships.
Wow. Okay. But then at some point, the construction team has their license on the line, right? Because it would be a general contractor, let's say.
Of course, yes, our contractors carry whatever licenses are required for their scope of work.
Okay. So you probably have like nice disclaimers like, hey, please do your own research. This is a recommendation only kind of a thing. Nice.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. And so what are like typical charges? What's a typical ticket item for you or something that's common? Let's start there.
So most of our customers, about 80%, pay us a flat rate, and that flat rate ranges from anywhere from $1,700 a month upwards of, we have some distributors paying over $50,000 a month. And that gets them, that keeps their pipeline full for whatever volume, and that can be 30, 40 projects a day, or it can be, 1 or 2 a week.
Right.